Hey guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be creating this look and also going to be using all of the makeup techniques that I learned from YouTube so far. And I don't necessarily use every single makeup technique that I've learned from YouTube in my everyday life, but most of it I do. So if you want to see how I got this look and learn about my makeup history a little bit and get ready with me, just keep on watching. Let us put the hair back. So a little bit of a background of my makeup history. I got into makeup when I was 29. I'm 32 now, and I didn't really know much about makeup until I was 29, and I really got into it with the help of YouTube. So the first thing I'm gonna do today is to use a primer. This is the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. So I didn't know what a primer did, and I didn't know that a primer existed. I'm not a big primer user. I don't know if it affects the longevity of my makeup as much as a setting spray. I think a setting spray helps more than a primer, but that's just me. So, and this is one of the primers that I got that I use time to time. So that's one thing that I didn't know at all. The second thing I'm going to do is to add a full coverage foundation. This foundation is one of the new additions to my makeup collection. I've recently done a full face of Wet n Wild, and I am loving this full coverage foundation. This is from Wet n Wild. It's the dewy finish one. So I'm going to use this. I didn't know the difference between a full coverage or a light coverage foundation, but I'm loving the full coverage life because I do have acne scars and I'm still on Accutane because I've had wild acne at some point. So I'm loving the full coverage life, and I'm going to blend this out with my beauty blender. The next thing I'm going to do is to use an eye brightener, and I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty eye brightener. I didn't know that an eye brightener exists or a concealer, to be honest with you, because I would use my foundation all over and that would be the end of it. But now I know what an eye brightener actually does, so thanks to YouTube. And I'm going to use this as my concealer as well because I don't think that I need more coverage than this. Or maybe I'll add some concealer. For my concealer, I'm going to use my Licked concealer. This is really nice. It's very lightweight, and I'm just going to use just a little bit. Now, till 28 or 29, I didn't know that brow products existed. I didn't do my brows at all. I just put foundation on, blush on, mascara, and lipstick, and that's it. But today, I know that brow products do exist, and I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Brow Kit. This is a newly purchased product. I actually don't like to fill my brows that much, but since I got this product, I've really been enjoying filling my brows. Let's do some contouring. I actually had no idea what the difference was between contouring and bronzing. I didn't know how to bronze, but I didn't know how to contour at all. So to contour, I'm going to use my NYX Wonder Stick, and this is in the shade Universal Light. I'm just going to add a little bit here and then here. Let's actually zoom you guys in a little bit. And the next thing I'm going to do is to use my Physicians Formula bronzer. I've been falling back in love with this bronzer. I feel like it looks so natural. I'm using my Bobbi Brown bronzing brush. And with a fluffy brush, this is a Zoeva 227. I'm going to contour my nose, which I definitely did not do before. It was just something that I didn't know to do. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to add a blush, which I did know how to do very well. I would put blush all over my face and just out the door. But I would put blush like over here instead of on my cheek. Like I would put it all over pretty much. But now I know the placements makes a lot of difference. This is a really nice Sunkissed shade. This is one of my favorite Sunkissed blushes, by the way. This is from Nude Sticks. It is the Sunkissed blush. Now, in terms of eyeshadow, I had a lot to learn. When I used eyeshadow, I had like 1 or 2 shadows, and I would just put one shade all over my lid and I would just get out the door. And I didn't know how to darken my outer eyelid, or to put shimmer on my inner lid. I didn't know to do any of that stuff, so I'm gonna do that today. I'm taking a Sigma E35 and I'm using my Huda Beauty Khaki palette, and I'm going to take this shade first and put that on my transition. And just with a clean brush, I'm going to go over the edges. Now with the MAC 221S, I'm going to take this shade, the darker one, and I'm going to put that on my outer eyelid. And I didn't know how to do this back then, like up until 3 years ago. And it changes the shape of your eyes. The placement of eyeshadow is just so important. It changes everything. I'm going over everything with my clean brush. And now I'm going to take this beautiful shimmery shade and I'm going to put that on my inner lid. I'm in love with these tones because I feel like it really goes well with my brown eyes. These rusty brick red shades. And I'm going over everything with my clean brush again. I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to add this darker shade on my lower lash line. And when I added color on my lower lash line, I would put it all over my lower lash line, but now I kind of put it on my outer lash line because I feel like it's more flattering that way. And then I'm going to take the lighter shade and put that right here. And again, going over everything with my clean brush. Now for my mascara, I'm going to use my Essence Lash Princess. I do have rather longer lashes, so when I put mascara on, I feel like the look feels complete and pretty. So that's basically all I did. I mean, if I used eyeshadow, I would only use one eyeshadow all over my lid, and then I would apply a mascara, and I thought I looked really pretty, which I probably did, but now that I know how to apply eyeshadow, I feel like it looks even better, you know? I'm skipping steps here a little bit, but we're gonna add some highlighter now which I didn't know what it was. A highlighter, what is it? You put that on your cheeks. Yes, you do. So I'm going to take my 402 Real Techniques brush and I'm going to dip into my Wet n Wild Precious Petal highlighter, and I'm just going to put that on my cheek lightly. And what a difference does this make? I mean, seriously. It makes a huge difference. Okay, so this is gonna sound a little crazy, but I didn't know lip liners existed. I didn't know, I only thought that a lipstick existed, but not a lip liner. I didn't know what a lip liner was, but now I do. And I'm gonna use my Rare Beauty lip liner in the shade Bold. This is a really nice peachy tone. And for my lipstick, I'm actually going to use my Wet n Wild lip gloss in the shade Love Language. Guys, I forgot a step and I must go through with that step, which is baking. What? I did not know what baking was at all. I'm going to use my Lancome Long Time No Shine powder. This is very mattifying, and I'm just going to bake underneath my eyes and on my cheeks a little bit. I don't do this on my everyday makeup life, but this is something that I did learn from YouTube. Let that sit for a moment and then blend it out with a fluffy brush. I mean, what a difference does it make? Look at that, my under eyes look much smoother. And that is basically it, you guys. This is all that I've learned from YouTube, and I implemented on my everyday makeup most of the techniques. Not so much baking, not so much the highlighter, because I don't use highlighter every day. But the eyeshadow technique, the lip liner, the bronzer and contouring, I use those techniques every day in my life. So thank you so much for watching this video. Do let me know what other contents you would like to see from me. If you want to see more videos from me, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye!